Back to the markets. In 2002, a popular finance author made the prediction that the worst stock market crash in history would happen this year, 2016, because baby boomers are now beginning to cash out of their pension plans. That author says we're right on schedule for that crash this year. Come on in, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, we all remember that book, Robert Kiyosaki is with us. So, let me get this right. The premise of this crash this year is that the first band of baby boomers hits 70 and a half this year. They must start cashing out their pension plans, and that is the start of the crash. That's your premise?
Right. When I published Rich Dad's Prophecy in 2002, I hoped I was wrong because there's a giant flaw in the 401k system. And that flaw is at 70 and a half, and this is the year 2016, that guys my age have to start withdrawing. And the reason they have to start withdrawing, as you know, is the government needs its pound of flesh. So the money went into the 401k kind of tax deferred, but now the government wants to pull the money out, and it's a requirement at 70 and a half for it to come out so they can get their taxes.
You're right, but does that add up to a crash, the worst stock market crash in history? I mean, look, it's not that many baby boomers who hit 70 and a half this year and who have to start liquidating some assets. Not all of them have to liquidate assets simultaneously, and they don't have to liquidate all their assets. Is that really enough to precipitate a crash?
Well, I also said in Rich Dad's Prophecy, I got to take the whole context, the whole thing, is I said that terrorism would increase simultaneously. And as you can tell, it's already is coming true. And in January of 2016, I think trillions of dollars are wiped out this year. So I hope I'm wrong. But understand this, that most investors are not sophisticated in the 401k, and they're investing for capital gains. And capital gains only occurs when prices go up. But if prices don't go up, then they have to go someplace else. And you just said it this morning, we're approaching 18,000 again. The question is, are we going to see a 25,000 Dow? I don't think so.
Okay, what are you doing with your money? If there's a big, huge crash coming, where are you invested?
Well, there's capital gains and cash flow, and I've always been a cash flow guy. So when I talk to my old guys like me, I say, look, I'd buy a fourplex, live in one and rent out three. At least you have cash flow. You know, so no matter what the market did, if you live in a college town, you could rent out 3 units to a college student.
Well,
at least you have some
stocks?
income.
Are you out of stocks?
What's that?
Are you out of stocks?
I was out this summer, yes.
Okay, all right. Robert, look, thanks very much for joining us. That's a very interesting perspective on the market, and we appreciate you coming to us today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart. Thanks.